Trying to help my wife.
All right. Hello out there in the internet gaming land. This is the Unnamed Adventures Guild. We are going on to the second part of the adventure that was there last time. This is the Blight of Winter's Deep Bite. And let's see here. I will go ahead. Okay. He did. And the party that came up from Illumina after being beaten down by the storm and by some strange monsters have been up at the outpost of Illumina's northern outpost, recouping, and regathering their organization to go on to another fact-finding mission to further the cause that they were hired for. And today we have, from what I see at the moment, we have Elwyn here, and I'll let Matt introduce his character.
I'm Matt, playing Elwyn, the monk. Not all that much to the character if you've been watching all of the episodes that include him. Very straightforward, very simple guy. That's it.
All right, and we have Chris that's playing a new character, and when he gets back, he'll go ahead and introduce him at that time. But the storm has let up around the outpost right at the moment. You got blue skies and no snow falling, but the temperatures are quite cold as far as that. They're down around, let's see here. I'll go with the Fahrenheit scale. I was tossing back between grad and Fahrenheit, but they're down around 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So, and the guards are trying to stay warm in the outpost around the fires and keep the eye on the outside horizon and such. And we have some party members that are sleeping on in, covered on up. Some that are out eating and trying to decide on their next step. And I'll say that out from the mess hall, you see this huge silhouette approach. And Chris, can you give us a description of the character you're playing today?
Yeah, I'm playing a Goliath who is wearing a dark robe and a leather armor and have 2 daggers on his side. Yeah, pretty much that is how it looks. And I'm gonna say hello then. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. I had myself muted. Sorry about that. I was saying, how did he come to be up in the Illumina's northern outpost?
He's moving to a bigger town now to find some more. He's find a better opportunity to do his side job. So he need to move down because he come from the mountains.
Okay.
And he is a mover. For people that don't know it.
All right. And with that, you'll notice that you run into Elwyn there and let you two guys do your first meetings together as far as that. I'd say the scenario would be set up that you're coming out of the mess hall, and Aylwin may be coming in or already, coming on in.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you for I got a letter about I could get a job opportunity from the unnamed guild. Are you one of them?
Yes, who are you?
Ah, I'm just a guy that needs some money. But my name is Rats, but they call me Strong Rats.
Can I see the letter Pincus sent you?
Ah, it was a billboard thing, I think.
Hmm.
And I've got an appointment at the office.
We're up here to do something. It usually involves killing something, so.
Well, you recall that you're up there to find out information on what seems to be causing the strange weather, and find what happened to some of the missing citizens in the area, and Illumina guards and some of the merchants from Illumina going to Ando Trion.
Yeah. Something's making it colder, and we have to find people. So.
Yeah, I feel that. It's normally not that cold here, so.
Yeah.
But I can help if you like.
I'm gonna find the captain. I want to ask him some questions.
Yeah, you can do that. You want me to accompany you?
Sure.
And for our viewing audience, right up here is the map, and you should see where it says Illumina outpost as far as that. And it, let's see here, get it right over here, right up here in the foothills of the mountains. As far as that is where they're at this point in time, for our viewers to see the terrain as far as that. And you'll be able to find the captain there. Well, he's actually a lieutenant, but the commander, I should say, of the fort, sitting in his tent with fire going and bent over his table, looking at some papers. Is what you'll see.
There we go.
So where exactly did you lose track of the people, so we have an idea of where to start?
All right. You'll notice that he picks up his head and he turns and he looks over into a corner, and you'll see I believe it's Kraylin over there, and he'll say, "Is this information correct, there, Kraylin?" And Kraylin at that time, you'll notice that Aylwin and this large silhouette step through the tent opening.
Okay.
So there's the scenario. Go to it, guys.
I look up. I'm sitting there studying the ice stuff that we picked up off that monster. That's what I look up from.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
And
The dice.
the lieutenant will go ahead, and he'll go, and you'll see that there's the map of the area, and he'll say, "Well, we lost contact with them someplace where they cross over to going towards Ando Trion. They left from the outpost. They did the river. They crossed the river, and someplace. Let's see, right in about here is where we suspect that we lost them."
All right. So let's.
To answer Alan's question, so there's your answer, Alan. You see Kralin looking on up, and Strong Rex is, I guess, behind you.
I guess that's where we should start. Find out if it's creature or magic user. Or both.
Probably both. We've run into, on the way up here, we ran into some orcs, and we ran into this big, ugly creature that I took some of, and I lift up my little vial of icicle stuff. Has it been melting yet, or is it still completely solid, pretty much?
Well, you'll notice that it's kind of semi-solid, more like a jelly.
All right. There it is. So it's not melting still. Good.
It doesn't appear to be.
All right. I get my stuff together. I say, well, let's go check this area out, and we can go from there. And I pack up my stuff.
And Rat's gonna say, "Are you also on the Memento guy?"
Yes, I am. I am a wizard.
Oh. And I'm gonna.
And who may you be?
I'm just a mover that moves people's stuff.
All right.
But my name is Rex, Strong Rex.
Well, welcome to the guild, Strong Rex.
Yeah, thanks. And I'm gonna give him my hand. Like to say thanks or something like that. And my hand is probably the size of his head, so.
You could come in useful. Come in handy.
You're smart.
So we head out.
What are you guys taking with you, if anything? Any plan other than just the generalized one that you have to head out towards that area?
It's just a general investigation, so don't roll on it being too intensive.
I take my normal stuff, the stuff that I had with me at the outpost.
Yeah. I take my pack.
I'm gonna ask the officer about Did he say that some people was missing? About I need to take some fur with me to if I meet some of the people to warm them. If he have any, we can borrow.
He'll the lieutenant will go ahead and say, well, we have no furs to hand on out, but we have some warm a couple sets of warm traveling clothes that we could allow you to have if you find any. And he'll go ahead and return to a chest that sits behind him, and he'll give you 3 sets of warm traveling clothes that are made out of like a wool blanket type material.
Yeah, I don't put that in my my what do you call it backpack. So if I meet someone.
All right.
And I'm gonna say thanks, and smile at him, and go.
He'll give you a quick blessing. He says, "I don't know if it's going to help you or not, but may the gods be with you. May you find the lost souls out there, and may they be alive." And
I just nod and walk out.
okay. So you guys go from there. You're going right out the gate, or doing anything else?
Going out the gate's probably as good as anything right now.
Yeah.
All right. As you go on out the gate, you're going down the road that you came on in, if you want to call it a road right now. It's kind of icy and slick, and the snow is pretty deep that was dropped and left there. You're looking at moving through about 3 foot of snow,
That's kind of
which will cut your movement in half.
Oh yeah, and the visibility is not all that great.
No, your visibility right at the moment is good.
It's not storming.
It's not storming right now. You don't have snow that's dropping. You don't have a wind at the moment. A blue sky, almost like what you would consider like you're in the eye of the storm, so to say.
Oh, okay.
And it's it's about 0 degrees Fahrenheit out. And you're looking at that this is the morning, and you're starting on out. After all that, we'll say it's about 8 o'clock in the morning.
So I was sitting here all night looking at or studying this crystal stuff, or icy stuff.
Must be.
Did I learn anything?
You learn that it doesn't melt. You also learn that it does have a certain amount of chill to its feel around the vial that you have it in.
All right. That's handy to know.
And you see that throughout the night, since you're kind of investigating it, give me an investigation roll.
14.
Okay. You'll notice that it does seem to want to try to climb up the vial that you have in there. So there is some movement that you see.
That's even better to know. That means it's still alive, unfortunately. Or possibly sentient of some sort. All right, cool.
All right. Where are you putting that vial?
In a pouch or in a pocket on my robe, in one of my pockets. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna try to. I'm sure I'll probably get distracted, but I'm gonna try to keep an eye on it too.
All right. So you're outside the gates. You see the snow ahead of you. You feel the cool temperature biting at your cheeks and your fingers and such. And you're headed out towards which direction? You're going to try to cross the. Let's bring that back up. Here we go. And let's see here. That way I know I keep it from popping out right at the moment. You guys will notice as you come on out, you know that from the map that was up there, you can either go down to the bridge right there in that area, or you could do try a river crossing at any one of these points up through before the bridge if you want to, or after. But it'll be your choice. Right now you're standing. Get that over there. You're standing right about there, just outside the outpost gate, looking at your horizon, where you'll see off to your west, you'll see the snow-covered pine forest. To your back, to the north, you've heavily snow-covered mountains at the moment, and to the east, you'll notice from that vantage point also heavily snow-covered mountains in that direction. What's your poison?
I just asked, why not cross the river? It's faster. I could go first if you like, and I could get a rope on the other side.
It's safer just to go first.
Yeah, but you risk the people, if they're still alive, die. Fast is always the best option.
I was going to say probably the quickest way might be the better option. If someone's still alive in this snow, they're not going to last very long. But going the safest route could also help us get to them quicker too. I say we flip a coin.
And I'm gonna take out of a coin and try to, what do you call it, call heads in the air, and use sleight of hand to get my advantage.
All right. Yeah. Roll me a sleight of hand check, skill check.
You have to beat a 16.
I have a 9.
All right. As you toss it up and you call heads, you notice Elwin. You notice that he tries to finger it in his palm when it hits to try to flip it, but he's not quite able to flip it, and he is over there. You see him working with his palm in his hand, trying to. So, what are y'all gonna say? And Strong Rex, give me a number between 0 to 100.
81.
81. Okay. Let's see what let's see what the dice say here. Okay, I know the result on that one. So, all right,
Yeah.
there's the scenario.
Stop trying to cheat.
I'm definitely not cheating.
I'm
By the way,
seeing you cheating right now.
no. It must be all the snow you cannot see.
Let's just take the safest route for now, and we'll hurry along.
So, Strong Rex, are you going to look at the result?
Yeah.
All right. You notice that it's tails.
And I'm gonna take the coin and say, this is definitely heads, and I'm gonna pull the coin away.
All right. Roll a deception.
Yeah, I could do that. 22.
Okay. And Alan and Kraylin, roll your, I believe it'd be perception.
I got 22 perception.
I got a 10.
Okay, Kraylin, you believe he's telling you exactly the truth. Elwin, you have some second thoughts on whether or not he's telling the truth or not, but you feel strong in your conviction.
Yeah. You're
Since
still lying.
Since you're both tied. All righty. So which way you guys going? And any retort to the "you're still lying" there, Strong Rex?
I'm gonna say I say, wizard man, I'm pretty sure the best way is the short road.
He said flip a coin and you lost, so we're going the safe way.
I did definitely not lose. And I'm just gonna smile at him.
Well, thing about the guild is you're free to go your own way. We're going on the bridge. You can make your own way there.
But I want the coin toss.
You want what?
I want the coin toss.
Oh.
But you didn't. You tried to cheat the coin toss that you say you won.
Oh, gentlemen, let's just go this way. And I start heading towards the bridge.
Yeah, and I go with them. You're free to go your own way. We're going this way. You can go your way, and we can see who gets there faster.
Fine. I'm going my own way. So let's just wait on you then. Yeah.
What's that, Strong Rex?
I'm going my own way because he's told me you cannot do. Yeah. I go my own way.
All right. So
I probably
the party splits early on. All right. And you're traveling there. You will be. Let's see here. You will be. Let's see. That'll take. Yeah. You'll be moving together anyways for a bit, because you're going to get from the map that you saw up there. You saw that the path or the road to get to the river. You both would have to. Y'all would have to go down as far as that, but you'll about noon. You'll move. And you'll get yourself to a point where if you still decide that you're going to leave the party, you'll be able to head that direction to get to the river, and that will put you about halfway at noon to where the bridge would be. And let's see here. Okay. And okay. Alan will notice on the horizon that it seems the clouds seem to be getting darker, grayer, and building on up, and some of the light is starting to be broken on up from the sun.
There's another storm moving in. Which direction the storm's coming from?
It's coming from the west.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we usually get all our weather from the west?
No, not usually.
Yeah. Whatever it is, there's another heavy storm coming in from the west.
All right.
Which would make traveling through the open wilderness really difficult.
Well, then let's hurry up and get to where these people were last seen.
Yeah, but if the storm comes from west, right, and you go north and east and south, instead of only go, what do you call it, east. Yeah. East is still the fastest way to get away from the storm.
Yeah, but you are.
Yeah, but we gotta go west to where the people were last seen.
Is that west?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I believe I believe I had that right.
It's west to us because we're pointed downwards. If we were going up, then it would be east, but down, it's west to us.
No, nothing changed where west is.
No, I misspoke. It should be east because as far as that, the storms coming out of the east.
I got
it's the way I
directions mixed up with my navigation.
Well, that was me because. So
it's coming from where we need to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we need to pick up the pace as best we can in this snow. You know, what'd you say? 3 inches of snow on the ground?
No, 3 feet.
3 feet? I don't know why I said inches.
You're hoping.
That could be.
As far as that, but no, there's 3 feet. Still clear enough where your visibility is not being a problem. You notice off to the east, the clouds are stirring up.
Yeah.
About how much further do we have to go?
You can always firebolt a walkway.
I could.
You're about halfway to the bridge as far as that, and it is noon.
And we still got a long ways to go.
Yep. You got about as much time to go as to get to the bridge as what you've already used up getting to the point you're at.
So Alan's just going to keep moving.
Yeah,
So if you go over the river, is that half time or
what? If you do a river forging, you can move from this halfway point to the bridge and try a river forging here, or else you can continue on with the bridge down to the bridge with the rest of the party and do it. It's your choice. Your movement is still at half pace because of the 3 foot snow.
Yeah, but this anyway, If I go the road is the same, right?
I think he's asking which will be quicker, going to River Forge to get to the people or going down to the bridge. Because that's what I was just thinking. Would it be quicker just to go across the river from this point?
If there's no trouble, yeah.
Well, it's half a dozen or the other. From the map, you know that there's no roadway there across there, so you'll be going through wilderness where you got some sort of a road, even though it's snow-filled at the moment.
Okay, I keep moving along the road, and I start. If it gets any worse, if I just start melting snow with my fire bolts, if I have to move quicker.
Okay, I just follow them. Because, yeah.
All right, you'll be able to speed up your travel with casting the firebolt. What's your amount of damage that you're doing with it?
2d10.
Yeah, just roll me 2d10, and we'll use that for
10.
All right. With that, you'll be able to not necessarily get down to roadway with it, but you'll be able to bring the snow down to while you're doing this down to where it's only 1 foot deep, and it will start being easier to travel.
All right.
As far as that, you're not moving at half speed anymore, but you still feel unsteady because what you're getting from that is
Ice.
the water melt and then some ice. So every once in a while, you guys will feel like your feet are slipping, but you're able to catch yourself. You'll be able to do that, and you'll come up to just before the bridge about 5 o'clock in the evening. If it's getting real dark, the clouds are moved up on top of you. You're starting to see some snowflakes starting to fall. The wind is starting to pick up. You got about a 5-mile-an-hour wind. It's feeling a lot colder.
All right. I cast Blight on my walking stick thing here that I'm using.
Okay.
For some light because it's starting to get darker.
Okay. What's the rest of the crew doing?
I'm just walking and sharpening my knives.
Just gonna keep moving forward as fast as I can.
Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Everybody or just?
Yeah, everybody.
Is that anything with cold to do?
Well, with cold, yeah, cold, and the elements, and the fact that you're not taking a rest. You've been moving on.
Okay.
Straight on for the last 10 hours or so.
What a thing to waste a critical on. I got 21.
All right, no problem.
I got a 20.
No problem.
I got an 8.
You got an 8? Okay.
But I'm a mountain bone, so I'm you're also natural adapted to cold climates. I have that already. Because
but
I'm
yep. But this it's not just from the cold. So what you got is you got one level of exhaustion.
It's from continuous movement.
and fighting the elements and such as that. The rest of you that you seem to be feeling okay.
Well, after I cast the light on my staff, do I notice that he looks like he's starting to get tired?
Give me a perception check.
17.
All right. Yes, you notice from your perspective, he looks like he's maybe getting a little tired.
All right. I holler up to Aelwyn. Hey, Aelwyn, let's start looking for a place to stop for the night, if possible. Rex looks like he's starting to get tired a little bit.
Yeah, we can open.
And Rex, you hear this? Are you gonna say anything?
I'll just say, yeah, I know we should take the short way. It's your fault.
All right.
Yeah, but how well do you think a wizard could have crossed a rushing river?
With rope? Easily. Or I could throw him the other side.
You ain't throwing me. And I start looking for a place to stop too.
All right. So you guys are going to stop.
We're going to keep an eye out for a good place that would make a good stopping point, but we're going to keep moving forward.
All right. You'll find up ahead of you. You'll find a grove of pine trees off to your left, off to your north.
Okay.
Just after you cross the bridge. It's off in the distance. You everybody give me a perception roll.
15.
11.
10.
Okay. Aelwyn can notice that that it looks like there may be a good spot up into the pines. As far as that, if you guys want to give me a nature roll, we can see if you guys can estimate how much time it'll take you to get there.
Ooh, I got a 9.
I got an 8.
I got 12.
Okay. All of you feel that it'll take you a short amount of time to get there. It feels like in your minds that it's not that far away.
All right.
Yeah. Well, there's a spot too that we can stop for a night. Rex can rest and you and I can rotate watch.
Sounds good to me. What is Rex, anyways?
He's a Goliath.
Goliath?
Can't you see by his tall stature and somewhat
He could have just
dumb
been
speak?
a tall human. Dumb speak. That wasn't very nice.
I just raised my knife to him. So, maybe you were smart, but you're stupid.
Now,
Okay. As you guys head towards the north, you notice the snow and the wind is staying fairly steady on the downfall right at the moment. The wind is about 5 miles an hour, so you're looking that it's pretty chilly on your face, or any uncovered skin is starting to.
I'm wearing my cloak.
All right.
So I have no open skin. Well, except my face, since I have nothing covering my face. That's pretty much the only thing that's probably frozen stiff.
All right. So your face is getting somewhat, I will say, wind chapped by the cold and the breeze. As far as that, and you guys think that you should already be there at that grove, but you notice that it still seems to be off up to the north from where you thought it was.
Should have been there already. Should have been there already.
Can I make a perception to see if it's just we were off on our estimation of distance, or if it looks like we didn't make any progress getting there?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll allow a perception roll on that.
I was just gonna ask the same thing.
I got a 15.
Okay. What you got, Kralin?
23. I rolled a natural 20.
Okay. Both you and Kralin and Alan says, "Dog, we misjudged. We made a miscalculation on the terrain and such.
What a waste of 20.
The snow changed the horizon on you. Thought it made it look closer than what it was.
All
But
right.
you see the grove, and you can make it to the grove, and it's about 8 o'clock at night.
Mm.
For how much longer? do
No,
I estimate?
you're there. You get there at 8 o'clock
Oh, okay.
at night. You didn't have any, other than the natural environment that's fighting you right now. You didn't have any hindrances other than that, and some miscalculation on yourselves.
All right. Once we get there, we go inside of the cover. Is there any like wood, dead wood, or anything around here that we can burn for warmth? Or
Give me a perception roll.
another natural 20.
Okay. You don't notice any
All right.
from just scanning around the area, as far as any down deadwood.
I want to take out my short sword and start hacking off limbs.
I said, don't hack off too many. We want to keep some cover.
All right, you'll be able to get a handful of limbs with sap running out, sticking to your blade, and the pine needles being nice and green and such.
Yeah. I'm gonna strip off all the needles.
Okay.
Yeah. Gonna stack them in a pile, and I say,
Firebolt
yeah.
was already ahead of you.
All right. Roll the damage, so I know how I'm going to run this.
Ha! 15.
All right. Yeah. They do burn, start burning and whatnot, but you seem to be having a hard time keeping it burning.
Because it's green and wet, probably.
And that would be your thoughts. But it is burning. You've done enough damage to it that it dried it a little bit, but you hear the snapping from the sap that's still in the needles and such.
Are torches solid pieces of wood?
They can be, depends on what they're made out of, but for the standard general purpose torches that they got, yeah, they're almost like a small cudgel with a cloth that's wrapped around them in either a tar or some kind of substance to extend the burn and make it easier to burn.
If I remove the cloth, can I use my torches as firewood?
Yes.
Okay. I take out all 10 of my torches and I use the short sword to peel off the cloth and throw them on the fire.
Okay. And they'll catch easy enough, and they'll be burning. You'll have a good fire going.
Woohoo, we stay warm.
And Red's just gonna lay down and use the 3 clothes you got as a blanket.
Okay.
Rex, if you need a blanket, I can just give you mine. I have a winter blanket.
Don't need. I just sleep on this.
Okay. I take out my winter blanket and use for myself.
You taking first watch, or am I taking first watch?
You can take first watch, and I can take the rest of them. I just need to trance.
All right.
Alrighty. And you go through the night, and there's let's see here. Okay, it's outside of some howling that both Kralin and Alwyn hear off in the distance. It's a fairly quiet night. The both of you would notice that the wind has picked on up to about 15 miles an hour, and the snow has picked up a little heavier, making visibility a little shorter than what you normally would have. Instead of being able to see at your full length, you can only see right now at about 2/3 of your ability.
Yeah, I put on my snow goggles just so it doesn't hurt my eyes as much.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had those. I threw on my snow goggles too.
Okay, and it's early in the morning. It's the sunrise about 6:30.
If Rex isn't awake, I wake him up.
Wakey, wakey.
You're muted, Rex.
I wake up, but I have my knife under my pillow, so I'm ready to, if he's gonna touch me. I'm not gonna stab him, but I just know him. I always have a weapon on me, so he shouldn't think about anything I could think of. So, yeah.
Okay, so who's waking? As far as that, was it Kralin?
Oh,
Yeah.
Aelin said he woke him up, but I just say wakey,
Oh, okay.
wakey.
All right.
Yeah, I just shake him on the shoulder just to break him out of sleep.
All right.
I'm gonna tell him the last time he gonna do that, and I have my knife already forward to say, I don't like people touch me when I'm sleeping. It's creepy.
It's creepy.
Well, I could have yelled in your ear, but I think you would have preferred the gentle touch over the pierced yelling.
Nah. Yelling works.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind for the next time.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell about I have all my stuff. Just he touched me while I was sleeping.
Okay.
Because
You'll find that you have everything that you started that you said you started with. How about that?
Thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I packed up everything, and over the night I used my water skin to clean off the sap.
Okay, you notice that you're talking on the on your sword, right?
Yeah.
You'll notice that that sap is real hard, as far as that that's on it, because you left it overnight and it
Well,
just.
I was gonna do that
All right.
after if did it harden in the 4 hours I tranced?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
it
gonna
would.
throw it in my bag then.
Okay. And what are you gentlemen doing?
Well, if we have to push our way through a bunch of snow again, I'm going to continue to cast. I'm going to start casting Firebolt from the start to get out of here if I have to.
Okay. Well, you'll have to give me a damage roll.
Stupid dice keep falling on this. Okay, it's 8. 12.
12. Okay. You seem to get a little bit, not much more, but a little bit more than what you were getting before. So you're taking on down about 2 feet of it. You got with the snow that's there, you got about 1.5 feet that's remaining on where you're going while you're doing that.
All right.
And your visibility, like I said, is about 2/3 of what it normally would be.
Mm-hmm.
As far as that, not enough to cause you disadvantage on your rolls, but it looks like the storm. The more you go into the east, the rougher the storm seems to be going. But the ones with the snow goggles, you know the deal with those. You're not going to have disadvantage with with just the snow blowing for visibility. Yes, and you're still going eastward through the pines, or what?
Just a direct line to where the commander pointed on the map where he last lost track.
Okay, so let's see here. I'll get that right there. And all right, come on. Here, let me see here. Yeah. All right. So you guys are getting about here then, right there, and just right out there where you're coming out to what on the edge of the pine forest, and where the open used to be pasture style land was. Now it seems more like a snow and ice plateau, tundra. Right. And let's see here. And Kralin, he's just throwing these blasts. You see these big blasts of fire, just poof, poof, every so often, about every 15 feet and such. And let's see here. Give me perception rolls.
All?
17.
Yeah. All right.
8.
11.
Okay, and let me do his here. Right. And Krellin, you think you saw something, but you're not sure out in the out about, we'll say 60 foot.
All right. I say something. I think I saw something over that way, and I point in that direction. About 60 foot out, give or take.
And
What kind of thing you found? A treasure?
I saw movement.
And Alan just thinks back to the last time he saw movement, and he's really focusing on where where Krellin pointed.
okay, roll me your initiatives and put it into the chat.
Oh yeah.
Rex,
Yeah,
did you put your initiative in the chat?
22. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see here.
I couldn't beat that even if I rolled a natural 20.
I rolled a natural 20.
Let's see here. And Ellen. And you guys lucked on out, to be honest.
Uh-oh. That's good.
Okay. Strong Rex, you're up at the top of the order. What are you doing? We'll do it this way.
He says he saw something there.
Yeah, and I point
Yep.
direction again.
I gonna crouch down and try to hide my massive body.
All right. Give me a stealth check.
All
right. You think that you're hiding pretty good,
Okay.
but that's what you believe. So, okay. That's what you're doing. Krellin.
I'm getting a spell ready.
All right. So what spell are you getting ready?
Fireball.
Okay. And so you got a ready to action. What's going to trigger the ready action?
The first I want to say movement, but that could be a bad thing. The first action towards us that seems threatening towards us from the direction where I saw movement.
All right. Ellen.
He's gonna ready his bow and arrow, and focus on the point Krellin pointed at. And if there's something threatening comes from that way, he's gonna fire.
Okay. And it's the monster turn. So the monster will go ahead and, for the viewers, so they know, we'll go ahead and move. And then 20 feet in front of you guys, you'll see it pop up like out of the snow, and it will go ahead and like it breathes a breath weapon at you guys. So make a reflex DC 20 to save.
DC what?
20.
I'm rolling low. I fail.
Okay.
Yeah, my dice
rolled
are
a
on
19.
fire tonight. Another
I rolled a
natural 20.
19. So I have 23.
All right.
Dexterity, right?
Yes, dexterity.
Yeah.
1,
23.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So this counts as a threatening action, right?
Yes, it will. But he'll get this off.
Right.
And let's see here. 6, 10, 14, 18, 20. Okay. For all you that didn't make the save, you get 20 points of cold damage from this icy breath that comes on out that has little shards of ice and white that seems to come from it. And you see this huge creature standing 20 feet away from you up in the air. I'd say like standing. It's more like a cobra in a sense that it kind of brings itself on up and is like a cobra sitting up posed to attack. And you get this cone of a breath weapon, cold, that hits you for 20 points of damage, 10 points of if you saved.
I like to use my reaction to negate some of the damage by my.
Before the reaction, we had some ready actions. Those will go first, and then you'll be able to do your reaction. We'll take, since Kralin was ahead, you're ready to action.
Spell. I rolled 32 fireball. Save dex. Spell DC 14.
All right. And the area of effect on that?
20 radius.
20-foot radius. So you're going to get yourselves in it.
My spell sculpting thing will protect all three of us.
Okay. And what's the damage?
32.
32. All right. And Ellen.
I'm firing the arrows. 24 on the first arrow.
Well, that'll hit. I believe.
5 points of damage.
All right. You know, give me a perception roll, Ellen.
Okay. That'll be 25.
All right. You noticed when you hit him with the arrow that it didn't seem to damage him as much as you thought it would. Go ahead. You were doing a second one, right?
Yeah.
Because of your level there. Go ahead.
Critical.
Oh, okay. Roll. Where is
I got 9 points of damage on that one.
With a critical?
Well, 3 on the dice times 2 plus my modifier.
Oh. Okay.
So 3 plus 3 plus 3.
It just seemed like it was low, that's all.
Yeah, because it was low.
Roll me a D100.
Yeah. 63.
All right. And all right, now we're back up to the top of the order. Strong Rex. Before you do that, you have your reaction that you're going to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll d12 and a roll of 1. So I only take 5 damage.
Okay, and you're up. We're up top of order, so it's your.
So there's no close to it.
It's 20 feet away. It's 20 feet away from you.
I try to stealth around it if I can.
All right. Roll your stealth check.
Yeah, that is bad. So 5.
Okay, you think you're real stealthy. You're muted there, Rex.
Yeah, but there's nothing more I have to do.
No, all right. From there we go to Kraylin.
I am going to cast another spell. Just want to check something really quick here. Hold on 1 second. You said this is how far in front of us? 20?
20 feet.
Okay, I move 5 feet forward, and I cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
Dex save versus half.
Burning
DC.
Hands. Don't you?
Yes.
Isn't that a touch?
No. I spray my fingers out, and it does a cone in front of me.
All right.
3d6 for a whole 8 points of damage if he doesn't save.
And what was this? What was the dex save?
14.
14. Well, you see him kind of do a bob and weave. So what was? And that's a cantrip, right?
No, that's first level spell.
First level. So what's the half damage?
4 points.
4 points.
Yep.
All right. Ellen, or are you done, Kraylin?
Yeah, I'm done for the
Okay. Ellen.
Okay, I'm going to drop the bow, move forward, and I'm going to hit it with flurry of blows.
Okay, you realize this is a huge creature.
So I won't be able to knock it prone, but I'm still going to try to stun it if I hit.
Okay, go ahead and do your flurry of blows.
Okay. First one's 24.
Oh, that a hit.
Second one is 12.
That a miss.
16 on the third.
16 on the third will miss.
Okay. And 19 on the fourth.
And the fourth will hit.
Okay. He has. I'm spending a key point for him to make a Constitution save.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, his Constitution modifier. Okay. What's the save? DC.
It's 14, and I'm punching him with the spike gauntlets.
Okay.
That are silvered, so if it has that. 5. So 11 points of piercing.
Okay. And let's see here. When you do that, you notice that you get, let's see here. Okay. That is.
But since I hit him with flurry of blows, he can't make a reaction.
It's not a reaction. It's an ability. It's a
No, I'm just saying that's what I choose as one of my 3 choices when hitting with flurry of blows. He can't make a reaction.
yeah. If he failed his Constitution check.
No, the Constitution was to make him stunned.
Oh, okay.
The reaction is just a flat. He doesn't get his reaction.
All right, and let me see here. You take 4, 10, 14 points of cold damage. From hitting him those 2 times. And that was Ellen. Now we're over to the monster. You're the closest one, Ellen. So he's going to go ahead and do a grapple with you.
Can I use acrobatics?
You can. Yeah, I'll let you try to. You need to beat a 28.
Yeah, skill checks don't critical doesn't matter, so with my modifier that's a 26.
Okay, so you're grappled.
Yeah, but I think that was a
And grapple check.
Yeah.
And let's see here.
It was kind of a avoidable grapple.
Let's see here. And the damage from that is
If it's more than 12, I'm down.
well, that's what we're going to have to roll and see. It's let's see here. Where's my dice? Oh, back here.
And Kralin would know I always carry a healing potion in my coin purse on my belt.
I'm sorry, you always what?
I always carry a healing potion in the coin purse on my belt.
Oh, yeah. What's happening?
5 plus. All right. 7. 15 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
You got, let's see here. It's bludgeoning plus cold.
Yeah.
And that's back up to Rex. You're 20 feet away still, Rex.
Yeah, I see that, and I think, oh, fuck. How far away is Sam from what we call it, Emerald's body?
Say what?
How far is Sam away from his body?
About 15 feet.
But I need to get close to the monster, right?
If you're, he's grappled. The Elwyn's grappled by the this monster.
Do my sneak attack still count?
Say what?
Do my sneak attack still count? Because he's near the target.
In this case, I'd want to say no, but I'm going to be generous and say I'll allow it.
I'm gonna try to throw my data then.
All right.
And that is 16.
That misses.
And I'm gonna run.
Which way? You're running away?
The fastest way, yeah.
All right. So you move back by your movement rate
Yeah.
and such. And that brings us to Kraylin. What are you going to do?
How damaged does this creature look?
Let's see here. He looks somewhat damaged, but not quite bloodied, but he looks somewhat damaged.
I see Rex run away, don't I?
Roll me a perception roll.
16.
Yeah, you see him running away.
As I yell, "Get back here!" I cast Fireball at the creature.
Okay, now you realize that the creature does have Aelwyn wrapped up, grappled within it. You won't be able to sculpt your spell that to that.
Interesting. No, I did not know that.
When you damage a person that's unconscious, it counts as 2 death saving throws.
Oh, I forgot about that, but you're right.
So casting this would not necessarily be a good thing.
No, not really.
All right, so I cast Melf's Acid Arrow at the creature.
Okay.
And God, stay on the table. I rolled an 18 plus 5, 23.
All right, that hits.
Ooh, 4, not 5. And I do 7 points of damage.
All right. And he'll go ahead and what's the intelligent? No, he's not a very intelligent thing. So he's you're going to see like a scream, and you're going to see him move to you, and he is going to grapple you.
Mm-hmm.
And
There is no trying unless he rolls really low.
nah, you're looking at a 33.
I'm not even going to attempt to roll.
I think you jumped over top of me. I made my death saving throw.
Yeah, but I was before you anyways, after Rex.
But this is... But anyways, this is the creature's turn. This is the creature's turn.
Yeah, I was making my death saving throw because the creature goes after me.
Oh, okay. I thought he... all right, my bad. I thought you already had that done.
No,
okay.
I rolled a critical success.
Okay, so you get where you're up to 1 hit point from that. And let's see here. 1, 2, 3. That's 8, 9. Nine, and let's see here, 9 and 13. Kraylin, you take 22 points of damage between the bludgeoning and the cold. As far as that,
and I'm down.
Let's see here, and with that, No, he's just going to kind of stay there. We're up to Rex.
Okay, so everyone is up and Craven is down.
I'm up, Kralen's down. If you're not too far away, there may be a way we can save Kralen.
How
But if
far away?
you are already gone, then I'm going to have to come up with a different plan.
Fuck. How far away am I from Raven?
Well, you were 15 foot, and then you made your movement back on your dash. So you're what, a 30-foot movement?
Yeah.
So you're 45 feet away.
I'm gonna try to hide here then.
All right, roll your stealth.
I'm gonna jump down in the snow and try to hide. If that helps. Yeah, it doesn't. I won again, so 5.
All right, you think that you're hiding real good. You think you got it going on.
Okay.
All right, Kralen.
Yeah, I failed my save.
Okay. Ellen.
I am going to use a keep to disengage as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my action to dash so I can put some distance between me and the creature.
Okay.
I'm going to go a different direction than where Rex is standing, and I'm going to try and distract the creature.
Okay.
So he'll try. So maybe he'll drop Kralen, and as I'm trying to distract, I say, "Rex, when he drops him, pick up Kralen and run."
He'll have a bit to try to do that to be outside the game, but but all right, that's all you're doing, right?
Yeah, disengage, dash to get away from him as far as I can.
Okay. On the monster's turn, you hear. Do any of you speak Draconic?
No.
You hear like a hissing noise, dark, on the wind, and you'll see that Kralen gets dropped, and all of a sudden this beast drops to the ground and is moving away into the storm.
Yeah, I'm not even going to question it. I'm just going to run as fast as I can to pick up Kralen body and back to a safe point.
All right.
Oh, wait.
You're out of initiative. You're out of initiative.
Oh, wait. Before I move Kralen's body, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
All right.
He gets 6 points of health.
All right. So he's doing better than you are.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Actually, while I'm at it, I'm going to throw my other spell on me.
All right.
No, now I'm doing better with him because I roll higher on that one.
All right.
Well, if I can move, I nod my thanks.
So what's the party doing?
We're going to make our way back to the cove to try and recover.
All right.
Where we slept the night before?
Yeah.
All right, it'll be slow moving. It's you're moving. The storm is seems to be picking on up a little harder to move in your weakened states and such, but you'll make it on back there.
Mm.
And it's we'll say it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon when you get back there.
Mhm. Just gonna, put down my bedroll and sit on that so I'm not sitting on the snow.
All right.
Is it clear in here? Did snow get in here?
Snow's still in there in the clearing with the wind blowing about 15 miles an hour. It coming down a little heavier. You're not in a rock cove. You're just in a pine grove. So just the boughs themselves are breaking the wind a little bit, but not much.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have anything to burn so we can get somewhat of a fire going?
I used all my torches to get the fire going last night, and
I don't have any torches, unfortunately. I look at Rex. Is he even with us?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take out my. What do I have? I think I have a oil lamp I'm gonna sit with. I have a candle. Doesn't help. I have a hoodoo lamp when I have some oil in. I'm gonna sit with that.
Oh, okay.
It's not that warm, but
It'll give you guys a little bit of warmth to put your hands on or whatnot. Give you some light. But
and I'm gonna give one of the set of the warm clothes to Raven and say, "Don't freeze to death."
My robes are nice and comfy and warm.
You use as a blanket. I don't care.
All right.
And
Since how I got pretty much KO'd there, I have no spells, so I can't even cast. Oh, maybe I could cast that, but I don't have any of my big spells.
I'm going to take out my winter blanket so I have some protection.
All right.
all right.
I break out my spell book and start looking at my spell book as I cover up with this extra clothing that Rex gave me to, I'm already warm, but I'm trying to stay warmer.
Okay.
And I just sit and try to cover for you if you don't want the wind because I'm so big.
Yeah.
If you sit close, you're probably in cover for the wind.
Okay. If we're taking short rest, then I'm going to roll hit die.
Okay, it's up to you guys whether or not you want to take a short rest or not.
Yeah. We're definitely taking a short rest at least.
Okay.
Yeah, at least a short rest. All right. My spells. After, should we take a long rest or just a short?
We can take a long rest.
I'm fine with short, but it's up to you.
Well, me and Alan are not as healthy as you are at the moment.
No, I used 5 hit die and I'm back up to full health.
Oh, I can't throw that at you.
Yeah, please don't.
No, it was planned for the event, but
If we had more people.
yeah.
Yes.
And in fact, I cut this one back because of the way things were really kind of going.
Yeah, distribution of damage was kind of skewed.
All right, I'm not in full health, but close enough.
Yeah.
It's a tough monster. It's only, but it's a CR5 that I had for this adventure. This one, I had a couple big bosses there, but I may have to relook this monster over again and maybe change the challenge rating. It's only the second time I've used them.
If I was a D10 class, it might have been easier.
But all right, let's see here. So you take a long rest. We'll say you go through the night. The storm picks on up. It's definitely a lot more snow is falling. The ones that slept were trying to sleep through the night and such. Give me everybody give me a Constitution roll.
18 plus. Nice.
Okay.
I also have 18.
Okay.
I have 14.
Okay. Rex and Kralin, you even though it's cold and blowing and like that, you make it where you're comfortable enough to sleep. Elwyn, you've had to toss and turn a little bit. You still no impact really upon any of your mechanics, but you didn't sleep as comfortable as the other two.
Well, so I couldn't really meditate then. Since I'm an elf, I don't technically sleep.
Yeah.
I just couldn't relax, basically.
You couldn't relax fully as far as that. All right, and it's morning. You notice that you're covered over with about 6 inches of snow. It's still snowing pretty good. The wind is blowing harder. It's up about 20 miles an hour. Rex is having disadvantage on seeing. Your vision is cut in half. Kralin and Alan, you're okay with the goggles. As far as that, you don't have disadvantage, but your visibility is only down to half of what it would be.
Well, it's a good thing I had the winter blanket. So
what are you guys doing?
Get up, pack my stuff up. So shake all the snow off the blanket and fold it up and put it in my pack. And in that, eat some rations.
All right. Kralin and Rex, what are you doing?
I eat something and I make sure I got my spells right, because if we run into that thing again.
Yeah, I just eat something and made ready for travel.
All right. And what are you doing? You heading further into the east, or
Can I make an intelligence roll to try and figure out what that creature was?
you have nature?
I don't have nature.
All right. Yeah, I'll let you do an intelligence roll on it. The DC will be 20.
No, I was nowhere near that.
Okay.
Would I know anything with my studies as a stage on it?
It's a possibility as far as that. You can either roll Arcana or
It doesn't matter what I roll. I rolled a natural 20.
well, the DC was 20. So yeah, you got an idea that you've heard of something called the Snow State.
Okay, 25 with Arcana.
Okay, but you get where you believe you heard something about a cold snow stake that likes colder climates and doesn't care much for fire. That's what you'll pull out of that. And he has some special, and it's reputed to have certain senses that are heightened.
All right. I pass on this information to these two. And I
Okay.
and I also say that if these people ran into that thing, they didn't live. So we might not even be looking for bodies. Or at least that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. What's the rest of you doing?
Just getting ready to make the trek, and going to walk with my bow out because I know not to go near frozen enemies. It's going to be difficult because I only have 10 arrows left. Well, the 6 special ones, but...
Okay.
Don't want to use those unless you have to.
Yeah.
I'm just sharpening my knife and on my knife. Yeah. And hoping I don't meet the monster again.
Okay. As far as that, so are you moving? And you're moving forward?
Yep.
If the other two are, I will.
Well, what's going to be the order?
I'm probably going to be the one going first.
Okay.
Since I'm technically the senior guild member here.
I'm going last. Because if they're gonna eat me again, I just gonna run them.
Making a heck of a reputation for yourself.
Yeah.
I didn't say that high.
Let's see here. I gotta do a quick change up on some monsters here.
I make mental notes of his actions of the battle and stuff.
All right. Let's go here. And it's blowing. You're moving about half the rate, unless you're.
Yeah, I'm doing the firebolt thing again.
Okay.
Try to move at least a little faster.
All right. You notice
and then I'm going to be beside Kralin, not in front of him if he's clearing the way.
All right. And you'll notice that with the additional snow, do the roll your damage so I know
Yep,
what
10.
I'm going to say here. 10?
Yeah.
All right. You're only, you're leaving where you're still walking through about 2 feet of snow.
Better than what it was.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no doubt. There it is that. And where are you?
Afraid I'm going to hit you, Aylwin?
Well, no, you're going the way, so why walk in deeper snow than I have to?
Very true.
Okay, I know you're in there. And you hear, roll me percentage dice.
Everyone or a certain
Yeah.
person?
Everybody.
37.
Okay.
Yeah.
37 too.
Okay.
I rolled a 25.
All right. Y'all hear this howl or a group of howls off in the distance in the direction that you seem to be going?
I knock an air.
Okay. And how are you guys maintaining? My question, what are you using to help you maintain, if anything, your direction?
Probably landmarks.
All right.
If we can see any.
Where are you? And let me see here. Let's see how many.
Your dice roller is going to be gone April 25th. They're Rex.
Yeah, I know. But I have dice.
All right, where are you? Trying to find this, and I know it was in the Dungeon Master's Guide. Well, I guess there's. Let's see here. You hear these howls. They seem off to your right, and they seem to be coming closer, louder. And you'll assume that they're closer.
All right, that's not necessarily a good thing.
There you are.
I'm just, as soon as I see something come, I'm gonna shoot.
All right. And let's see here. All right. Let's see here. Still there. Okay. Give me your initiatives again.
Spectacular roll this time. Best yet.
All right. And what was there? There's just that. Get a modifier. Okay. Aylwin will be first. Then monster. And then Rex. And then Kralin. All right, Aylwin, you see out the 40, about 40 feet, I'll give you. The wind's still blowing. You got the goggles. Your normal sight is what, usually 60.
Yeah.
So I'll get with the goggles. I'll give you the 40 on that. You see what looks to be some large wolves coming kind of in your way.
Yeah. The first one I see, I shoot.
Okay, go ahead and shoot.
12 is the first one.
All right, that misses.
13 is the second.
Okay, that misses. And there, what's their movement? Okay, boom, they're fast movers. So all of a sudden, you notice you have one. Let me get these dice out of here so I can roll. You have one on each of you, and there seems like one that's staying about 10 foot back. And let me do the... Come out of there. Do the roll. The one on Aylwin is... Okay. That's a 17.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. And the one on Rex misses. Because that's only a 6. And one on Kralin. Let's see. 24. Does that hit?
Oh, that hits.
Okay. And they get, let's see here. Just, 10. Okay. Kralin takes 10 points piercing damage from a bite. Aylwin takes 10 points piercing damage from a bite. And after that is Rex.
I try to sneak attack the wolf close to Grayman.
Oh, the one close to Kralin, you're going to sneak attack?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to move.
Depends, is Grayman against close to the wolf I'm fighting?
Since you guys were traveling in a line, I'd say he was about 5 or 10 feet away from you.
So is he 5 feet away from the wolf?
He's 5 to 10 feet away from the wolf that's on you. That missed you. He has a wolf that's on him. Aylwin has a wolf on him, and there's one wolf standing in the back watching.
Okay. So if the wolf is 5 feet away from him, I'm gonna no.
Because you'll have to move to get to the wolf that's on him.
Yeah.
How far?
I just gonna attack the
Unless,
wolf.
well, unless you're going to throw. No, I shouldn't suppose that on you. Unless you're going to throw a dart or a ranged weapon.
Yeah, but I don't. I only have the dagger I have as a close weapon. I'm gonna use my dagger to attack the wolf in front of me,
Okay.
and hope is close to Draven also. The wolf.
No, it's about 10 feet away.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna attack it anyway. Then.
All right. Roll the hit.
I rolled 22.
Oh, that a hit?
9 damage.
All right.
Yeah, my sneak attack didn't get triggered, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. And Kraylin.
All right. If I drop a fireball right on top of me, will I hit all 3 of the wolves?
What's the radius of your fireball?
25.
20? No, you'll leave one of them out.
Which one?
It's your choice. You can either hit the one on you and Rex or on you and Ellen.
I'm definitely hitting the one on me. Seeing how Rex is new, and he seems... I'll go ahead and hit the one on me and Rex.
Okay. And you're going to sculpt that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I do 10, 20, 32 points of damage. Seems
All right. And the DC
14.
All right. And, okay. You said
32.
how much? 32. All right. And half of 32. All right. Yeah, you smell some singed, wet dog hair type smell from these big wolves that are on you, and you hear some yelping. Ellen.
As a bonus action, though, did the wolf next to me, did he die?
No.
As a bonus action, I use Misty Step and I teleport 20 feet behind Rex.
Okay. Alrighty. And Ellen. All of a sudden, right in front of your eyes, Kraylin disappears. And you have the wolf that was on him up there on the 10 feet, and you have the one on you.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop the bow, and I'm gonna start hitting the wolf in front of me with flurry of blows.
Okay, go ahead.
20.
It hits.
25.
Hits.
24.
Hits.
And 14.
Hits.
So at 13 with the bow is just off.
I think this might be the first time I've thrown all 4 dice. So... 31 points of damage, and I'm hitting them with spike gauntlets, so it's piercing.
Okay, 31. Okay. And okay, so that's all you're doing?
It has to make a dex save or be knocked prone.
All right.
It's 14.
All right. It's knocked prone and it jumps back on up. And let's see here. It's going to bite at you. And I don't think that'll hit you, to be honest. A 9 does not hit you, right?
No.
Okay, it misses. And the one on that was on Kralin will turn and jump at you.
Kralin teleported 30 feet away.
20.
Yeah, he's jumping at you.
Oh, he's jumping at me.
Kralin.
I thought. Oh, I heard Kralin. I thought you said you were attacking Kralin.
And a 17.
That hits.
Does that hit you? Okay. And he does 10 points of damage to you with a bite. And you have 2 of them on you. And Rex. Rex, does a 16 hit you?
Yeah.
All right, you take 10 points of biting damage, piercing.
I'll try to use my reaction to negate that damage. I take 3 damage.
And after that is Kralin's turn. Oh, no, Rex's turn. My bad.
So I try to stab the wolf again.
Okay.
20 to hit.
That hits.
6 damage.
Alrighty. Kralin.
I drop a fireball right on top of Aelwyn. 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna sculpt.
If you don't drop it on top of me, you might be able to get the alpha that's standing 10 feet in front of me.
Can I hit the alpha and the 2 that are on him?
10 feet there. Yeah, I'd say it's possible. We'll go that route.
All right. Well, DC 14 dex save versus 24, 34, 36 points of damage.
You said DC what?
14.
Okay. 1 makes it. 2 makes it. 1 didn't. Okay. So the one that was on you how much damage did you say that was? 36. 6. All right. The one that was on you, he burst into flames and yipes and cries and drops. The one that was on Aelwyn burst into flames in front of him and yipes and cries and drops. And the one standing on back is
Definitely singed one way or the other.
yeah, he's singed, but and he's still standing. He's drooling at the mouth and such. Ready? And that's up to Aelwyn.
Okay, so the 2 wolves that were in direct combat with me are both down.
Yes, they are burning.
Yeah. And there's one 10 feet in front of me?
Yes, there is.
Okay. I am going to use
And the ground between you and it should be kind of clear. You're muted.
Sorry. I'm using Thorn Whip.
Okay.
Sorry. I thought I didn't know I was muted. I'm using Thorn Whip.
Okay.
I rolled a 20.
The hit?
Yeah.
All right.
Since I hit, it's an automatic 10-foot pull towards me.
Okay.
And it's 1d6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I rolled a 1. So it got pulled 10 feet towards me, and it's took 1 point of damage.
All right. And they're up. So he's going to jump at you since you pulled him right up at you. And that will be a 14.
It misses.
All right. And the one that's still on Rex. Ooh, 17 hit you?
Yeah.
Rex? All right. He jumps back on and bites onto your arm for 10 points of damage.
I'm down.
All right. And after that is Rex. Make your death saving throw.
Yeah, everyone's making death saving throws today.
I'll success the was first one.
All right. A success. Good. Kralin.
Firebolt on the one that just took Rex down.
All right. Roll the hit.
16 and 6 is 22.
That a hit. Roll your damage.
2d10. There it is. For 11 points of damage.
All right. He cries on out in the smoking. No, wrong one. Over here. And he drops to the ground and is burning. And you see legs moving and twitching, but it looks like a death throw going on. With that, back up to Elwyn.
Okay. I am going to flurry of blows again. Uh, 10. I don't think that hits.
Nope.
18.
Hits.
17.
Hits.
And 16.
Hits.
Okay. 19 points, and I'm using the spike gauntlet, so they're piercing.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right. He'll jump at you. And a 19.
That hits.
And you take 10 points of damage. All right. Rex.
What you doing, Rex?
Rex.
Made a death save throw. A success.
All right. So you got 2 successes.
Yeah.
All right. Kralin.
Okay, can I see the one that's on Aylwin? I misty stepped 20 feet behind where Rex was.
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay. I just want to make sure I can still see it. Firebolt.
All right. Roll the hit.
Missed. I rolled a 2.
All right. Ellen.
Now I can. We can probably take a short rest after this, so I'm going to flurry of blows again. Since I get all my key back after a short rest. 23.
That a hit?
12.
Miss?
25.
Hit?
And 21.
Hit.
Okay. 16 points of piercing. I'm still punching him as hard as I can.
Okay. Let's see here. See how much he has left in him.
And he has to make a dexterity, or be knocked prone.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. And you said 16. So, all right, and his dex save, let's see here. He doesn't make it, and so it's up to him, and he'll jump up from the ground and attack. And that will be a 16. Does that hit?
That's exactly my AC, so it hits.
Take 10 points of damage from a bite, piercing.
Yeah.
And Rex, make your last, hopefully your last death saving throw.
18. So yeah, that was
All right. So you're at 0 hit points, or one. You're alive. You're stabilized at 0 hit points. Kraylin.
All right. 20
For what?
to hit the wolf with the thing.
With what thing?
Firebolt.
Okay, that'll hit.
Whole 10 points of damage.
All right. It bursts into flames, is yiping, and falls to the ground.
Yeah.
And is burning. You smell burning flesh and hair, wet hair, dog hair, all around.
Yeah. Turning around, picking up my bow. I see that Rex is on the ground, so I'm going to go over and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh, okay.
He gets 11 points of health back.
You roll good for him.
Yeah.
Oh, that I rolled max health. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself. That I didn't.
Yeah.
Wasn't a 1, but it wasn't good.
Okay. You have these burning giant wolves around you. What are you doing?
I sit in front of one and use it as a fire to take a short rest because I'm exhausted.
Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw, all of you, if you're doing that.
Oh, no. I do start chopping one up, though.
All right. Even with that, give me a Constitution saving throw.
8.
8? Okay.
15.
15? Okay.
20.
20? All right. Kraylin and Rex, you're feeling extremely nauseous. The smell is overtaking you. The visage is striking against your mind wildly with all the snapping teeth that you remember, and the blood that was flying, and the flames that were thrown and blown up and everything. Meanwhile, Alwyn just seems to be sitting in a lotus position, I am assuming.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's very content and warm.
I'm cutting out the tongue and the liver and all that good fun stuff.
All right, you can dismember or whatever. Some of the stuff will be burnt beyond or usability or recognition, but
Yeah. How do you put out the fire? Because all of them are on fire.
Snow.
that'll work.
There's plenty of it around.
You go ahead and you shovel with your hands enough snow to put them out. That'll take you a while because the fire is rather hot.
All right. So after I get done with my work, I clean my hands off in the snow.
Okay.
And my dagger.
All right. Now, what were you doing with the parts that you were cutting on up? You were just cutting them up, leaving them, or were you doing anything special?
I'm taking some and I'm putting them in little pouches and vials and.
Okay.
I have an alchemy kit on me with all the extra vials and stuff that I would need.
All right. That's no problem. But for you'll have for about let me see here. There's for 6 days you're going to have a smell that tracks around with you of burnt dog hair that just is stuck on you.
All right, that's cool. I smell like wet burnt dog.
Yep.
The perks of my job.
I guess.
Stuff up.
So that was a pretty involved combat. So it's gotten up to it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's starting to get darker with the storm that's over you. What are you guys doing?
Either we head back to the place what we were sleeping before, or we push and try and make progress.
Try to make progress. You've been in that place so long now.
Yeah, let's try to make progress.
No, stay. Allow me to beat up on you more.
Nope, progress.
All right, and which way you headed?
That way, and I.
All right.
What is? Way there's no danger.
No danger.
What way is that way?
Where do you need to go to?
Try to keep moving in the direction that we were moving.
Yeah.
Are you going straight or across easterly then?
Yes, as easterly as we can make out in this weather and cloud cover.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to get to the mountains because the snow is not that high, huh? The storm.
The snow's fairly deep right now with the snow that's fallen and the hindered movement. Even though you're breaking away, you're still only got about 2 feet of snow that you're pushing yourself through after the strikes have been. But give me who's leading the way. That's what I need to know right now.
Kralen's leading because he's throwing firebolts.
All right.
No one next to me.
Yeah, I'm
all right.
I'm right near him.
Then what I'm gonna Kralen, roll a D4.
14. Oh, a D4?
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
Spears to the head.
All right. you guys are losing sight of the forest, and all you see is like this snow field or snow desert that appears in front of you.
Fun.
And each of you give me a percentage dice roll, since none of you are rangers or don't have a compass or nothing.
19.
Okay. Okay.
2.
Okay. You're all seem to be disoriented after you started losing your landmarks of the pine forest, and everything looks to be the same. You're basically in a position of being lost out on this snow desert at the moment. Where you're finding yourself, let me kind of get me up here so I can. Okay, let me go this route right here. Okay, you guys are finding yourself right about here. Out. Yeah, right there. Out on.
Where,
Say what?
where do we need to go?
Well, you're either looking to go to Ando Trion as one of the spots, or back to the. You could go back to the Illumina's outpost, or back to Illumina, or someplace else if you feel you need to go that way.
We're just gonna keep going to Ando Trion.
All right.
Where's the storm coming from?
It seems to be coming from the direction of the mountains by Ando Trion and Heroes Pass, and where it's that whole mountain range of Demery Row where it says Evil Shrine, Evil Magic Shrine, all from seemingly coming from that direction.
Yeah. If we head to Ando Trion, we can stay in the guild hall there overnight and make a plan and get some gear for traveling mountains.
I'll let you guys all roll. You can either choose nature or survival to see if you get further disoriented.
I'm making survival.
Okay.
I rolled bad. I rolled a 4+.
Ooh, I got a 22.
Okay.
I rolled a whole 7.
All right. What Rex?
A 10.
A 10. Okay. Rex and Kralin are saying, "No, we got to go. We got to go this way. We got to go this way." Aylwin, you feel strongly that you need to go a little more southeasterly.
Yeah.
And where Rex and Kralin feel that they need to go a little bit more northeasterly.
Yeah, but
No.
now, last time didn't go my way, so I'm gonna go my way now.
You're going the wrong way. We're going to Ando Trion. I don't know if you've been there before, but it's not that direction.
Can you point the place out from here?
I point out the direction where Ando Trion is.
Can I see Ando Trion?
No, you guys cannot see it through the storm and like that. You don't even really see the mountain range yet because you're out in the middle of this big snow desert, for argument's sake.
I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm always right.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Oh, Krillin, you trust me.
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah. Yeah, I strongly believe this is the direction we need to go.
I follow Aelwyn. I know him better than Rex, and well,
I'm kind of stubborn, so I'm gonna go my way and hope on the best, because I'm sure I'm right.
So you're going a different way, right, Rex?
Yeah.
Okay. And Kralin and Aelwyn are going Aelwyn's direction. So, all right. I'll let you guys ponder this. We'll take a little intermission here to get a drink or bio, and we'll come back and we'll see how the party survives this. So how do you like playing Rex so far?
It's kind of weak, but yeah.
Strong Rex now. That's
yeah.
kind of ironic.
Yeah. But yeah, he's gonna get some more help next time I'm gonna play him.
Do cantrips use class level or character level?
Totally level.
Character level.
Okay, then yeah, my Thorn Whip should be doing 2d6. I thought it was class level.
No. Your spells by class level, but the cantrips themselves is by total character level. Since they are either a hit or a miss, there's a mixed match. If there's a save on the saving throw, then no damages, or if you miss and like that. So that's the only advantage that you kind of get with that aspect of multi-classing is it's the total character level for your cantrips on how they work in effect.
That's good to know. I mainly just chose it because I can use it to pull enemies closer to me, and then next turn I can pummel them.
Some enemies you don't want to necessarily pummel, but
Yeah, but that's why I also have Thunder Wave.
yeah.
So I can pull and push.
Mm-hmm. Kralin back yet?
No.
I never left.
Oh, you never
Oh.
left. Oh, okay. I was waiting. I was kind of waiting on you there, but okay, we're all set back to go, and here we go. So we have Kralin and Alwyn headed towards the southeast, and we have Rex heading towards the northeast. What I'll do is I'll take Alwyn and Kralin first. What are you doing?
Just keep trying to get towards Ando Trion, because we need to make the stop.
You won't make it by nightfall because it's late in the afternoon as it is.
Yeah.
But we'll say you go on for another. It was 3 o'clock on that, and then we'll say it's about 6 o'clock, and it's dark, and you stay headed where you think is the southeast.
Yeah. Kralin, why don't we stop here?
Yes.
We can share the winter blanket. You can trance and rest. I'll keep watch, and then I'll trance and you watch, and then we can keep moving.
Sounds good to me.
All right, and now we'll switch on over to Rex, the strong Rex, rather. As far as you keep heading northeast, and it comes about 6 o'clock. You moved for 3 hours. It's dark. What are you doing?
I use my hoodoo lantern to see, and I'm gonna find a place to sleep.
All right, roll me perception with disadvantage.
Oh yeah. That is 19.
19. All right, you think that you can maybe find what looks to be a large snowbank about 40 feet up in front of you that you may be able to take some shelter from this storm with the snow and the wind and such.
Yeah, I would go for that.
All right. And what will you be doing? You'll make it there to it. What will you be doing?
I would do them. I used to be in cold environments, so I probably do a shelter of snow or ice if I can.
Okay.
Not a house, but a wall, rather. So.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
As far as that. All right. We'll shift on back to Kralin and Elwyn.
I was just gonna say, when I covered us in the winter blanket, I used the cloak to cover what the blanket didn't cover.
All right.
So we're somewhat mostly protected from the wind.
Somewhat.
Yeah, well, it's a cloak. It's not going to be. It's not thick like the blanket.
Right.
And Elwyn's taking first watch.
Yeah.
Oh, out in the wind. And Kralin,
Yes.
on your watch, you hear a howl out in the wind.
Does it sound like it's anywhere close or just out in the...
It sounds like it could be close, but it's hard to make out with the way the wind is blowing.
Okay.
So that's what's going on during your watches through the night. What do you guys do for choices, if anything?
Well, we're just saying huddled together to try and keep warm, and after I finish trancing, we're just going to keep moving because we'll be all rested up. We might as well just keep moving forward to Ando Trion, since we both have dark vision.
Okay.
And we both have snow goggles.
Yep.
We're just gonna
give me both of you. Give me con saves.
Yeah, and gonna make sure to be holding on to them as we try and head forward too, just so we don't lose each other.
All right.
16.
Yeah.
All right.
I rolled a 4.
You're Elwyn, you feel pretty rested and feel pretty good. Kralin feels a little exhausted and tired as far as that. So Kralin has a level of exhaustion on him. And with that, we'll switch over to Strong Rex. So you built your snow structure, shelter. Let's see here. Are you sleeping or are you staying awake?
I'm sleeping. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep.
All right. Roll me a perception.
4.
All right, you're sleeping as far as that. Now, through the night, you go ahead and you sleep. How? Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
20.
All right, you managed to have a semi warm, comfortable night's sleep. You made like a ice snow cave that you dug yourself back on into, and your body heat kept it where you could rest. as far as that. So, and it's morning, and roll me a perception.
11.
All right. All right. And what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to go that way. I thought that was the right way.
All right. You'll be moving in the northeast direction for about 4 hours, and you'll see in the distance through the blowing wind and like that, the bottom of some mountains.
Can I see the mountains? Is that slow on the bottom, but in the top, is that clear?
No, it's not clear. It's there. The snow is real heavy. You're only seeing about 30 to 40 feet out in front of you. And since you don't have snow goggles on, it's with disadvantage.
Okay.
And you're moving at half rate since you're moving through about 4 feet of snow right now.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to get the bottom of the mountain and try to get up to get a better vantage point.
All right.
If it's not too long.
Well, we'll come back to that, and we'll switch back over to Aylwin and Kralin.
I assume Kralin's clearing the path with firebolts.
Of course.
Yep. And you're moving still only through. Roll your damage for firebolt that we'll use. Make the.
There it is. 9, 10, 11, 12.
All right. You're moving through 3 foot of snow now. You notice that through the night the snow got deeper from the storm. But you cut away about 2.5 feet and such, and you're moving on, and roll me perception checks.
21.
21.
Okay. All right. You see out there what looks to be a faint glimpse of a stronghold, a walled city or something. You start feeling like you're walking up a hill.
Just keep moving forward.
Okay. As you move forward, you'll hear a shout in common. Halt! Who goes there? Through this storm. Recognize yourself. Who is it?
What is this building?
Don't you know this is Ando Trion?
Just checking.
Where do you hail from?
We are Aylwin and Kralin from the Unnamed Adventurers Guild in Illumina.
And you'll hear him holler down. Sergeant of the guard! Sergeant of the guard! And all of a sudden you'll hear him muttering something down to him, and then the gates open on up for you to come on in.
Woohoo! We made it! We made it!
Yeah. And we make our way to the annex.
Okay. So there you are there. We'll jump back over to Strong Rex.
You mean Stubborn Rex?
Well, he didn't say strong of strength, maybe strong of will.
Yeah, I tried to find my way off of the mountains. If
Well,
it's possible.
he did make it to Devil's Pass, and that's where we were going next.
Where? Ooh. Wow. Roll perception.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, 6. I
Okay.
have disadvantage, so yeah, 6.
All right. As you're going up into the mountain, all of a sudden, off one of the rocks, jumps at you a large wolf. And does a 12 hit you?
No.
Okay. That's the surprise round. Now let's roll for an ish.
I have 20.
All right. As this wolf jumped and missed you, it bounds back at you with a 17. Does that hit you?
Yeah.
All right. Take 10 points of damage.
I
Pierce
tried
the
to negate that damage.
All right.
Yeah, I negate all the damage. So that's good.
All right. You're
Yeah.
done.
I'm gonna draw my longsword and my dagger and try to duel with it against that one.
All right. What's in the primary hand? What's in your offhand?
Give me longsword primary and dagger in the offense.
All right.
So 12 on my short sword and
All right.
18 on the dagger.
All right. The dagger hits.
Okay.
And
6 damage.
you don't get your strength modifier for it since it's
Oh,
off.
fuck. Yeah, okay. Yeah. 1 damage.
All right. And let's see here. All right. And she's going to jump back at you. 21. Does that hit?
Yeah.
10 points of damage.
Fuck. Yeah.
Is that was a bad, wasn't it? Should have followed us. Should have followed us.
It's my turn?
If you're still up, it's your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to grapple it and tame it. It's the only option I have.
All right. You will have to
17.
17. Okay. That will. What's there? Okay, they get up. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and be kind. You can grapple it.
Okay.
As far as that, I don't want to kill you outright.
Thanks. And I tried to show I don't want to hurt it, harm it.
Okay. Roll your intimidate.
I have 18.
All right. It doesn't seem to be affecting her.
Fuck. Okay.
Roll opposed. let's see. Roll opposed strength.
Strength?
Yeah, because she's going to try to break the grapple.
No, lettuce. If it's lettuce, I have 14.
All right. She breaks loose of your grapple.
Yeah.
And she'll go ahead and try to strike. And does a 14 hit?
Yeah.
10 points of damage.
I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not good.
Go ahead and make a death saving throw.
One fail.
All right. You feel your body and your subconscious being pulled and moved. Give me another one.
Yeah, fail too.
Jeez.
Okay. You feel your body being pulled even further, but it doesn't seem like you got as much wind hitting you, and you don't feel the cold, wet snowflakes upon your face. Go ahead and roll another death saving throw.
$17, so it's success.
All right. And you feel your body being pulled more on in, and in the depths of your subconscious, you hear some yips and whines that seems to be around you. Do another death saving throw.
It's a fail. 9.
Okay. So you're dead. You're dead. And you seem to see darkness in your mind and view, and a little light there. And you hear a faint yip and cry, and gnashing of teeth, almost like a hungry feast that these pups are enjoying at this point. And with that, we'll switch back over to Kralin and Elwyn. You're at the Guildhall Annex.
Yeah, we're meeting up with Federo and hoping he'd help us recover.
And he will. He'll ask, "What did you find? What's causing all this strange, horrifying weather that's beating upon our people and hindering our trade route?"
We don't know. It was a very, very hard travel. A lot of monsters. A lot of monsters. We had a new member join us on the outpost. He wanted to head northeast when we were taking the route to Ando Trion because it was just the three of us and we were really beaten down and we needed to go somewhere where we could rest up because we couldn't rest up fully out in the wild. It was exhausting just being out there.
Federal asked, "Did you find out what that dark being was, and what has disrupted our trade route?"
No. We have some ideas of where to look. That's what we're doing after we rest up here, and hopefully
Okay.
send word to the outposts that we're here, so the people that are there know to come here.
Okay. And he'll holler for one of the serving boys of the guild to bring them some warm drink and soup. Let them recover and gain their strength and warmth. And he'll say, "Sit before the fire, warm yourself, rest. We'll take this information. We'll send it back to Illumina, and we'll send information back to the outpost also."
Yeah.
Any idea of what may have become of your companion that you speak of?
He headed towards the mountains, so we have no idea. He's somewhere in the mountain range in the north. That's all we know.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was stubborn.
There's a desert of snow up there, and it took everything I had just to point us towards Ando Trion, and we didn't really get along with him. We had conflicting personalities. He thought he was correct. I thought I was correct.
And I was stuck in the middle.
All right, rest, and we'll make plans after you get a good rest, and we can talk to our informational points.
Yeah, whatever it is, there was a huge creature. When I hit it with my fist, it froze me.
Okay.
Krellin, what did you say that creature was?
I tell him. I actually forget what the name was.
It was a snow snake.
Snow snake.
Yeah. Yeah, and we fought off a pack of wolves. So we were hearing wolves as we were talking. Didn't know if they were close or not, but heard them howling as we made our way. So there's a very good chance
that he got taken by wolves.
Yeah.
And Federal will say, yes, we've seen an increase of dire wolves throughout the mountains. Out in hunting parties looking to feed themselves because their game has gotten scarce with this storm.
Yeah. On our way up to the outpost, we encountered an orc party.
Okay.
A hunting party. And then we encountered this ice creature that, even though it was ice, when I hit it, it tried to bring me into its body. Krellin, you had a piece of it that you were showing off to the commander, didn't you?
I have a couple pieces.
Okay, and Federal is like, I've never heard or seen of such a thing. It must be some kind of an abomination. For my text and my memory don't tell me of what it is.
Mm.
Can we see it?
Mm.
Can you see what? I give him a piece of the thing if that's what he's asking for.
Yeah, he's asking about if he can look at the and for out of game, what that is a snowflake ooze.
Mm.
And so he looks at it and he says, this is odd, strange, never seen such. We need to study this.
Oh, I plan on it, and I shake my little vial and I stick it back. What's left back in my pouch? One of my pouches.
Can you tell us more about what it was like when you were battling it, and what finally defeated it?
My fireball.
Fire.
Yeah, it doesn't like fire very well.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And from there we'll go back to.
I was just going to tell him
Yeah,
when I hit it, it felt like I was punching pudding.
Okay.
Pudding.
And we'll switch back over to.
Even though it was ice, it felt like I was hitting pudding. I have no idea what that means.
And we'll switch back over to Strong Rex. Strong Rex, what is going through your mind at this juncture where you see the small light, a lot of dark shadows, you hear the gnashing of teeth, almost in happiness?
Am I turn into a werewolf?
No. Are you praying to your gods in your mind, or
I'm praying to get more power and survive this.
and
I pray to every god that maybe give me the chance.
and roll me some percentage dice.
I couldn't help but laugh at that one. That was kind of funny.
What you get?
2.
You got a 2?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear a very, very faint sound in the back of your head. A voice that's dark, hard to understand. Say, what is your life worth? What can you do for me?
I just steal stuff.
He'll chuckle and such, and he'll say, "What would you do for me if I gave you a second chance?"
A second chance of
You could say living.
Yeah, that sounds. I can do whatever you like as long as I get paid.
All right, and you'll hear the voice say, "Would you sign this in blood?"
If I survive, yeah, sure.
All right, and we'll let you ponder that. We'll go back and finish up with the other two at the there, and Ando Trion, Elwyn, and Kralin.
I remember I had this mysterious scroll and I handed it to Federal. Yeah, none of the people in the party could knew what it was, and I think the only language, just by deduction, I think the only language none of us ever knew was Draconic.
And Federal will open it up and read it, and he'll say, yes, it is. It's a hard, ancient dialect of Draconic. This is very bad, very bad in total for all of Aerywood, let alone Illumina and Ando Trion and such. It speaks of the resurrection of Darzihans and the rebirth of the Dark Queen, bringing her soul back into another body to do his bidding. And a meeting place, and they speak of a strange meeting place, and he's calling all his forces to that place in the I mean, look here on the map, and it will be, oh yeah, calling for it to be in some location to the north into the Great Waste, and that the directions in the map were on a different courier to bring it to you.
We got that off of the orc hunting party.
Yep.
So there's a different party that has the map.
Yep. And that's what Federal would say. It sounds like there was two different courier parties, hunting parties, or two different couriers that have these two separate pieces. We now have one piece, and we have an idea of what the plans are of our enemy. And so with that, he said, well, we'll definitely have to take this information and get it back to the city council, and especially Pincus and the heads, the guild, all the guild masters of the Unnamed Adventurers Guild, so we can see what we have to do to either slow it down or defeat it.
Yeah. I want to ask you something out of the game because.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Is this the end of the adventure?
Yeah, that's pretty much the end.
Okay.
End of this part. I'm just wrapping up the.
Yeah. I just wanna do something as a.
Okay.
Yeah. Ewan says yes, and he'll bring his fists together as sort of a celebration kind of things. And when he does, his spike gauntlets, they just crack and shatter, and they're useless because he wasn't maintaining them. And
okay.
All the punching he did with them just was making small cracks, and then doing that together, they just shatter, and he doesn't have gauntlets anymore.
Okay, you didn't need to do that, but okay. It's your PC. With that, we'll switch over to the in limbo strong Rex.
I mean,
yeah. So
I'm a rogue werewolf demon now?
No. So you're accepting his offer?
Yes, yes.
Okay. You'll rise with 1 hit point. You'll see this piece of parchment in front of you, where you're going to sign with blood to serve Lord Darzihans and sell your soul to him.
Do you know who Lord Darzihans is?
Give me a religion roll, or a a knowledge roll for history.
Natural 20, so I have no modifier, pretty sure.
All right, so
20.
you'll know is that from that is he's an ancient god that seemed to have been dead, and you haven't heard much in your travels, much more about him. Just that he used to be a dead god. Now you have a proof that possibly he's not. So you signed it?
I'm gonna ask him, are you gonna make me wait?
I give you the opportunity to get rich because I give you the opportunity to take and put your life into a useful service for me, your Lord now.
That sounds good.
And my ones. All right. You're now a disciple of Darzihans. What was your alignment?
My line was CN.
Okay, so it still stays the same. That'll work. As far as that, your 1 hit point, you're surrounded by a mother dire wolf and a pack of pups of 10. And you notice that you have some large chunks out of your arm and such, and you see blood dripping down out of the mouths of the pups. You don't feel real good, but they're kind of staying at bay right now, and you're in this cave. And so basically that's where we're going to end this adventure with Rex and whatnot. And but I'll give you a chance to if you want to say something or do something more or less mundane.
Nah. Am I? So I'm a disciple, right? Did that change my class or?
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't change your class. It just changed who you sold your soul to or who you give your allegiance to.
Did I sell my soul?
Yes.
Oh, okay. He's not that sharp, so he didn't understand it.
Okay. Oh, yeah. But, all right. And with that concludes today's game. Anything that any of you guys want to say out to either our internet populace or between yourselves or to me or whatnot?
No, I'm good. Or at least wondering what happened to Rex because obviously he doesn't know Kralin. But
yeah, well, that may be that may be an adventure in itself to find him.
Now let's see if Rex is smart enough to keep that he is following an evil god to himself.
A chaotic evil god.
oh yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
The funny thing is, it's pretty good to line.
But all right, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know that the snow snake was a little bit overpowered for you guys that we had here, but you got it out of there before it was too bad for you.
Yeah, we probably needed 1 or 2 more level 4 or 5.
Well,
to even
figured
it out.
Well, I figured when I was figuring up on using this one that with the guys that said that they were coming, we had we had 5 guys, and most of them were, you know, fairly good level that would translate to make it a good solid battle. But
I think if we had store, then it probably wouldn't have kicked our ass.
well, that or Fletch or some of the others. But yep. All right, I'll stop the broadcast right now.